Hello, everyone, and welcome to another random recording. This is kind of a update video for those who don't know. Not info dump, but update video. For those who don't know, these models are out for download, and you can access them on my Patreon. So, what we have here is the model of Wapeach, fully boned and functioning. And if you rotate it on the axis, no, not that axis. What axis is this located on? General. Okay. Rotate this on the y-axis, and they go up, and they come down. And this controls both ears, and each ear can be moved on its own as well and registered that way. But I'm doing a advanced version of this where you can see the other bone and uh, basic location. So you can tell where the location and how far up it's going. So it'll be two bones, one going straight this way and one going in the back. So it'll be like a rotation position, and then I should just show you. Action speaks louder than the words. I should show you. Let's turn this on. I'd be upset if that's not the last model I worked on. And it was. Okay. Okay. So this is the newest version. That I'm working on still. So in this one you have control over the crown. You can move it off her head. Just move it out the way and undo. So this one on the Z rotates the little cones, the mood cones up and down. And as you can see, there's a rotation part that you can click on that is still aligned up with the axes, so they'll still bend the same way. And then you can move that separately, and it moves both of them. So yeah, I've been toying around with the bones, and just as a heads up, I'm probably gonna say this twice in another video. But I've been studying the bones, and I found out in a way that some bones can only move in certain types of fashions, and that's why I want to get this right, where I can get the bones rotating like uh like splitting off from each other. If it has like a circle and it has a split off for your circle, for example, King DDD's hammer. It's I've delayed it for a very long time because I'm still uh wondering how I can add the hammer to uh uh fix the axes of the rotations of the bones, because around the hammer there's like these points where it splits off and opens up the jet engine, and it looks like a regular hammer, but it has those little peel offs. If you look at the bra model footage, you can see that the hammer opens up. um Let me see if I can find a video of it real quick. Okay, this is not bra, but it will do. As you can see, this is uh the hammer that splits off, and shout out to BMZ. But uh this is the hammer that splits off, and it shows the jet engine, and the jet engine spins around. So I need to make sure that the jet engine stays on its axis when it's in a T pose. I mean the A pose. If it was in a T pose, it would be straight. It would be his arms would be straight out, and the hammer will be straight out, facing away from him. So that will make everything, adding effects and all that, easy. But since it's not facing towards the camera, since it's not facing on the x axis, uh, it's going to be hard for me to rig the model. Uh, so yeah, I'm still studying bones manipulation, and I got a few. Let's see. I got a few uh tricks up my sleeve with the rotation follow and all that. But what I need to master now is the axes limits, because the last time I tested it out, it's not functioning. It's not working. So I need to know how it functions. So that's what I'm studying right now. So if you are wondering where I've been and how I've been, that's basically what I've been doing. So anyway, all that aside, she's fully rigged, but not expressions, though she does have some expressions. If you see here, the left, you can have another bracelet, hide it, hide this one, come out. So you have some flexibility with something. Anyway, enough of that. What did is fixed is MD, which I know more about. So anyway, uh, in other news, she is done. Wapeach. Wapeach is around for like a little bit of shock. I still need to do the shock face that I showed in the last tutorial that I released on Patreon and on uh, YouTube, just so you can get a view of what I'll be doing in the future. Uh, and I highlight, and you can turn this on and then turn this on and give it a nice rounded look. Now, if you didn't know, her shadows does not appear on her face. This is a texture thing that I've done with the model with it's like texture flipping, which means that it doesn't cast shadows, but that way it'll stay light all the time. Uh, so she will look uh uh have normal highlights around the eyes 24/7 instead of uh cut up and all that. I might change that in the future. Just cut out the eyes and not have make the eyes not the inner circle of the eyes, inner socket of the eyes not have a uh texture shadow. But for right now, there is no self cast besides body body to light. So the light actually casts on her uh, body, or it blocks out the light reflection, like like this shiny nose reflection. Anyway, let's fix that face. And by the way, there is one more motto that will be coming out, which will not have this functioning light diffuse. That will be on Gumroad, and you can tell the difference between both models right now. And yes, this is a thing that I want to fix in future ports, which is because I did not delete some of the diffuse methods that Blender uses. It did export with a darker tint, so it's supposed to be light like this, yeah, a little bit grayer, but has this light little orb effect, like it's like see-through marble. Like this is see-through, like that. So I will be testing out that in another time, but this will be a PMD model, not a PMX like her. But this is the downgrade in a simplified version of uh, this model, and she doesn't have the chest piece, but she will have everything that you see here, the hair and everything. And by the way, the pieces that you see here are solid color. I'm still deciphering if I should a little match the tint a little bit more, but there's no other tint over here to match, so I'm deciphering if I should do that. But I did do that in the back, so there is a solid piece uh, where the end hair ends coming out that you can't even see it because it's hidden so well. But you can see this part right here. It's clipping. It's the streaks starts here, and you can see where the head is if she didn't have the uh, hood on, you can see where the hair would start up from. But I have this as a separate piece. If I zoom into it, yeah, you can see that this is a separate piece. It's colored all the way around as a separate piece, and you can see the tip right here. I'm gonna zoom in. There you go. The tip right here. Yeah, you can see how it's cut out, and it's basically it's not using any unnecessary mesh like this one is doing, because underneath her hood is a fully functioning head, uh all the way around, uh unlike the other model. It's a head mesh. See, it fades in, fades out, and it's the part where it's textured right here. So it's the few layers that I've done with the head and the blush. I went for a realistic blush instead of the cartoony pop out blush because I did it and it didn't look right. It didn't look right. I even had to do the eyes over it because they was not looking right. But now it's looking accurate now. It's, it looks much more appealing. Yeah, this video is turning out to be longer than expected. But anyway, as a general update, this model is available on my Patreon, and again, she's fully rigged. And to move the ears correctly, select the back part that moves both of these, and move it on the Z axis. Move it up and down. Uh, Up is up and down is obviously down. So it moves properly on the axis. Uh, so it's basically it's rotating and rotating this way, but you can't see it, which I might have a indicator on the tip. Uh, After this, it will be an indicator on the tip that won't be rot- rot- rotation rotatable, but it will show up on the it will show up on uh, the other model when I finish more with editing her. Uh, what I'm saying is it will be done when I finish editing the finished version of the model that I'm going to put out next. So the only two versions that are going to be out right now is going to be this one, which has the cutout from the mesh cutout, so it won't have priorities or cut-ins to where you see clipping to where you have to put black in the background just so you can't see the cut-ins from each other. And this is happening because this is double-sided, and if it's not double sided, it'll look weird if you go down here and you can't see the back of the dress. So that's the only reason why it is protruding from the front face, and then it shows the chooses the back layer as secondary. So this front face is overlapping the back layer, which is the back face. Uh, as you can see, other models will be done in the back face. But with the other dress, it's it's a perfect cutout to where it will not have uh, a back face. I also need to fix that, by the way. It's supposed to be double sided. But as you can see, how weird it is to have just one side be there and the other side not there. It's kind of awkward. So I'm going to fix that before releasing it. And as you can see, she is not rigged. She only has one bone, which is the groove bone, or all bone, as I like to call it or name it. Uh, but it's right now named Center because I have to add the bone mesh to her, bone sheet to her that I do with all my models. So anyway, that quick update to wrap things up. These models are available on my Patreon. She is available on my Patreon. Um, and this one will be available on my Gumroad. Gumroad will be the one where she will be on, and I will post that on DeviantArt as well. So keep your eyes out for her when I finish her. But I've been busy trying to analyze bones and how they work and function and make sure that the model functions the way I need it to function. And then next up, I guess I could show you here. I will be working on here, the hair. So this will be the control bone, and all these hair follicles will have uh, hair streaks will have physics. They will all have physics. So that's also going to slow me down a lot because I have to work with physics. And since I can't just go to this model and work on edit model and edit physics, unlike what I can with PMD models, which is this one. This one will have better physics because I can easily access the physics and edit physics. Oh, wrong thing. Edit her physics, uh, and add physics to her and stuff. But yeah, so keep your eyes out for the models, and I will catch you in the next video of whatever I make. And right now, I'm in the process of uh, editing a model for a friend. Like I said, I took a break because I had places to be, people to see, and things to fix. So I've been doing a lot. So busyness aside, I'll catch you guys in the next video of whatever I make, and I hope, as always, I hope you all enjoy. See you in the next video. Matane! Jaina!